Hi guys, how are you? We are here in Njoro in Nakuru County. As you can see, we are in the village and we are so excited to be here. This is our house. We were invited here by a referral with one of our clients who lives in diaspora, and the owner of this house also lives in diaspora. Unfortunately, someone did not do something right. When we came here, we found there was a lot of corrections to be done in this house, and therefore we decided we'll do a bit of remodeling by knocking down some of the walls and changing a few things here and there. This is not just any other interior that we normally do. This is a special work that we are going to do this time round. And welcome in the house. We want to take you through, it's a walkthrough. It's a before video. Now you can see the way the house is. This is the entry foyer. You can see the tiling, how it was done. Not so good at all. The floor is very busy. You can see the way the doors are. The paint work was actually like poorly done, and the client is not happy about it. So he's having very high expectations from us to see that this house, the tiling is out completely. We are doing something very new. The lighting, we want to get it out and do something very new. We want to remove the curtain box. We want to remove all the ceilings in this house and do very nice lit gypsum ceiling. Also, we want to remodel. This is common toilet and common bathroom, which serves the guest unit here. So we will be removing all the toilets and replacing them with the new and new beautiful toilets that will give us a show of class. And we are also going to remove the sink. As you can see, this sink is old-fashioned. We'll be doing something very nice as you follow us. This guest room is wide enough. It will do a provision of 2 beds, and there's no wardrobe in here. So we'll be doing a wardrobe around this place. We'll be replacing the curtain rods because they are not very strong to hold the very heavy curtains. And we'll be doing some very nice lightings with a nice feature of wainscoting plus other effects in here. And as we continue, this is our lounge. We will be trying to do something special on this TV wall so that it makes the house look exciting. We will be knocking down this wall. We have marked the walls that we will be knocking down. This is one of the walls that will be knocked down because this lounge is not so big and we do not have a dining area. So as we knock down this wall, it will give us space on the hallway. This hallway will be part of the dining area. So when we knock this one down, it will give us more space to do our dining table here. We shall be able to remove that door so that the foyer remains as foyer, and this area remains as the dining area. So this door is coming out, and as we go on, this is the kitchen. This kitchen, we are going to demolish everything from the tiling, the kitchen cabinets. We are remodeling the kitchen, and we are knocking down this wall. We are knocking it down. We want this kitchen to be an open plan so that we put an island for breakfast area and more storage on one side of the island. So come along with me. So this one is now going to be our master bedroom, whereby when we put a bed here, we shall remove this TV completely. This one will be the head side of the bed, and they can have even some small sitting area around. And this wall, as we have marked, it is coming out. It is coming out because we want this place, this one to be a door. The door for the bathroom is on this other side. We want to move it this side. So we put the door here, and this wall that is here, we are going to bring it down, the whole of it, And then now we put a wall here, so the whole of this area, it shall be a bathroom. It shall be a bathroom, toilet, sink, shower cubicle. This door was put here because we assumed this is an office, so it has to have its own special entrance. But now, since it's going to become a master bedroom, we are going to remove this door here, and then we expand it a little bit. It becomes another window for the master bedroom. So we have a lot of changes here, as you have heard from me, and the job begins now. We've just arrived from Nairobi and we are in high gear, and the job begins right now. Okay, give us 4 weeks and you shall see the end results. Come with me outside. Now, feel free to reach us if you are interested in remodeling your house, redesigning, getting into the newest trends like now. If you are in a situation like this one, feel free to reach us anytime. Our phones are always on, and we'll really appreciate. We'll remodel for you your house. If you feel your roof is worn out, either you want to change the roof, either you want to repaint the roof, you want to repaint the exterior, you want to remodel your rooms, feel free to call on us. Meanwhile, continue subscribing, continue liking, share, throw your comments. We are happy, and wait for us as we complete this project.
Hello guys, welcome back to yet another episode. Today we are in Njoro, Nakuru County. On this farmhouse tour, I'm going to showcase you the after work that we did. So as we start, we are on the entry foyer, and on this entry foyer we went with a simple color scheme, and this color scheme was something that we used across the entire house. So on the walls we went with pure white walls, and on the ceiling we just did simple bulky design. But now remember, as we proceed with this, you have to remember that various spaces had various designs apart from the bedrooms, whereby we maintain the simple bulky design. So as we proceed, I like to showcase to you this simple floating shelf. This is a simple entry decor that we did. It is more or less like a console table, or let me just call it console table as a matter of fact. And on top of it, we decided to complement it with a simple portrait, which went well and matched with our artifacts. Guys, as we walk through the house, I'd like to take you through the living area, stroke the dining area. So initially, when we came in, we used to have a wall right here. But the client had complained something to do with space. He mentioned that he didn't have enough space for his dining area, and also he didn't have enough space for his kitchen. So what we did is that we opened up this space, and now you can clearly see it is more or less like an open plan setup. But now what we did is that we brought this wall down, and on this facade we closed this side, we closed this wall. There was an entrance and there was a corridor. So initially the lounge was quite small because we had a corridor on the other end, and then we had our lounge here. So what we did, we closed the wall, and then we opened the space wider, and now we can clearly see that we have our dining area stroke our living area together. And from the look of things, it is spacious enough to accommodate a quite sizable family. And the best thing about having an open plan kind of a design is that you can enjoy both the kitchen, the dining, and the living area spaces or layout. So as we proceed slowly, I'd like you to take a close look at the lighting fixtures which were used inside this home, and you can appreciate the beauty, you can appreciate the level of detail that we did or we put into this work. So on the dining area, I'd like not to explain a lot about it. It's just a simple setup that we did for our clients, and for me, it looks okay. It looks perfect on its level. So as we proceed, there's something particular with this house. We had a particular color scheme. So we combined a couple of effects on this area, whereby we combined both animal prints and our light blue color scheme, and it did come out so well. And you can attest on the comment section if we did a great job in terms of the color combination and the texturing. So as we proceed, I like to take you through our kitchen area. Now, when we came in, we did have a wall here. There was a very big wall here, and the entire of this section was closed. So the entry to the kitchen was on the other end. So as part of the memo or as part of the program, the client wanted us to have an open plan space. So what we did is we took down this wall that was here, and we came up with this design whereby it is a breakfast area stroke a kitchen area. So this is what we did for this area. Now again, if you look at the seats, it is more or less the animal print that we did, and it is part of the combination of the colors that we were trying to achieve, because the client insisted on some African theme in it. So as we proceed inside the kitchen, you can tell that we specialized, or we went with two colors to be specific. We went with white cabinets and black granite. We wanted to have that combination of those two themes, and we were able to achieve that for this particular project. And I can tell you, black and white, you can never go wrong with that. Now on this side, this is where we're going to have our cooker. Now on this part, we provided our client with a hood. So this is basically an extractor whereby when you're cooking, all your fumes go through it. So we try to come up with a modern way. So as we move on this other end, since our kitchen space was quite small, we decided to combine for our client a pantry within the kitchen. Now for these tall unit cabinets, we did just for provision of extra storage for the pantry spaces. So that's the layout from the inside. So you can clearly appreciate the small size of the kitchen stroke the amount of storage in it. Now for space utilization, we had to factor in a corner cabinet. Now this kind of a corner cabinet clearly shows you how you can add more storage to the facility. So normally when it comes to designing, we have to factor in all those kind of things in order to satisfy our client's needs. Now this is just a simple microwave provision for our client and an inbuilt fridge unit for our client. Now as we proceed, I'd like to notify you that initially when you're coming into the house, this is where we had the corridor, and now we had to block this corridor from this end so that now we create more space for that particular bedroom that we are going to start with. Now what we did really worked for us, because for space management, it's something that we really considered for this kind of a project, and it came out so well. So let's proceed and see what we did. Now before we get into that room, this is the corridor walkway and a little bit of features going here and there. We did wall panels on the sides of the wall, and we also did some portraits, some African portraits. This is also particularly on the wall design that we factored inside the house were these wainscoting panels. So we just didn't want to have blank walls. It will have made so much, it will have been boring. So just to break the monotony, we decided to do some wall arts and some panels. So let me take you through in our first bedroom. We did some major renovation on this room from our previous video. If you could remember so well, we had a corridor running across till the end. Now what we did is that we closed that wall from the corridor just to make this room bigger, and even you can see from the beam right here that this wall was passing, so meaning we broke this wall and made it more open to have our storage space here. And then we blocked this view so that now our washroom, we could have it on this other end. But before we get into our washroom, this was where we used to have our old bathroom. This was our old bathroom area. But now what we did is that we renovated the entire space, made the room a little bit bigger, and achieved what we could be able to achieve. Now part of the accessories that we were able to achieve was the color combination for this room. This room we particularly went with mustard concept from the wall arts. You can see these are some modern kind of wall arts that we did also, which matches with the bed design and the curtains on this room. Now there's something beautiful about combining white and black, and this is something that we are very particularly on with into our project. So for example, for this particular washroom, we did a black and white kind of a concept. For our vanity, we went with this simple fixture, white and black as well, and we made sure that we factored in all the right things that were supposed to be in place, from the wall tiles going to your shower fixture and your modern toilet. So you can see it is a soft closer kind of mechanism right here. So once we come to design, we normally are particular with the finishes. So enjoy the views of this room. I'd like to take you to the next room. Now on this other room, we didn't do much about this room. This was the previous existing master bedroom, and now we moved this master bedroom to a new room, whereby we shall take you onto our last video. Now onto this space, I'll say, as you can see, I'm matching maroon top, but the concept for this room is basically a red bedroom. This is one of my favorite bedrooms. Why? Because of the walling. We did a very detailed wall feature. These are just wainscoting panels, but we had to come up with a creative way to make them look more beautiful and more stylish. Now on the bed design, we went with basically a simple bed design, but we wanted to make this room feel more executive. For me, I'll consider this as a second master. Now, before we finish up on this room, I like my videographer to show you around how we combine all the colors, from the wall art to the beddings to the rugs in this room. So we did a very splendid job, and again, not forgetting our fittings here, we still maintained our black and white concept. Now, as we move on, I'd like to take you to its insert. Now onto its insert, we have our vanity right here with a mirror with a backlight feature. This is something that we've done on several projects. This is something that we've done on some previous projects before, but it's a detail that we wouldn't like to miss because it highlights and it brightens up the room as well. Now onto our fixtures. Again, we did simple wall tiles. We went with white. White brightens up the space. Our floor is also more or less whitish, so we wanted to brighten up the space because previously the color combination for this space wasn't eye-catching, but for us we wanted to do something that could stand out from the rest. Again, just before I finish up, now on these bathroom fixtures, we went with our mixers. Our mixers are both hot and cold. Now we did provision for the solar showers, but they are not yet installed. So once they are installed, we are going to do away with the wiring. Now, previously this used to be a bedroom, but now we are converting this room into a gym. We are yet to equip this bedroom with furnitures. This space will basically be used as a gym area, and then we also have storage facility for the room, whereby if the client will want to convert this gym area as a bedroom area, you can still have it. Before I take you to the master bedroom, which is the final bedroom and which is like the masterpiece of the entire house, let me take you to our guest bedroom, which is right next to our common area, which is the lounge. Now on this area you have another small corridor where it houses both the washroom, the cloakroom, and the bathroom. So right here you can clearly see there is the bathroom, and then next to it is the washroom. Now again, we have the vanity set up here, similar to what you've seen on the other bedrooms. It is only one bedroom that is lacking the lighting on the back side of the mirror, or the backlit mirror. But now again, the color combination, the fixtures, the textures are all matching. Now again, on this other side you can see we have a mirror, a glass mirror, just to reflect the entire space. And then also when you want to look at yourself and dress up and make sure that you're looking nice and good after leaving the cloakroom, you can use the mirror. Remember from our previous video, these were one of the features, or these were one of the items that we used on the current house. We felt like the person who did the mirrors before did an excellent job, and we felt like we couldn't throw them away, so we had to utilize them back. So this is a piece that we retained from the previous design, the only piece actually. Now on this bedroom, this is more or less like a guest bedroom. We did a twin bed on this bedroom, and the color theme was orange. Now you can see from the setup, the walls, the wainscoting design, just to break the bottom of the empty walls, we did these panels. We did some nice fixtures on the wall as well. We did a very nice gypsum design. Now for this particular bedroom, we never went with the bulky design, whereby we just did the box. We introduced some nice design on the centerpiece, which really came out so well as well. And then onto this room again, we did this 4x6 twin bed, which can accommodate at least 2 people on each bed, but you don't have to really squeeze people on them. But if you have more guests, they can easily utilize this bedroom. And again, the wall arts, that is one of the most outstanding things that we did, just to combine the color scheme stroke the accessories. So again, for space storage, as we were in the kitchen, I had told you about the corner unit. Normally we love these sorts of corner units, and we replicated the same idea on this. My videographer will clearly show you how we utilize this space. We did a double rod for hanging clothes, so meaning you can easily utilize the space. Is quite big on both ends, quite spacious. So we factored in a lot of storage inside these units, and it is a place to love about. It's a place to love about. Now these are just extra beddings for our clients that we also provided them with. So we always go beyond our clients' expectation just to deliver. So guys, as we go through the master bedroom, before we just enter the master bedroom, I'd like you to check the detail on the flooring. We combined again white floor tiles with a textured gray tiles on the edges, just to make it pop a little bit, to break again the monotony of the colors. Again, we emphasize on the African art that just emphasize on the walling. Now, this is the grandeur bed that we did for our clients on the master bedroom. They wanted again something outstanding, something that could look different from the rest, and this is something that we haven't done before on our previous projects. So take a close look at what we achieved. Now, funny thing about this ceiling that we did here, it's still gypsum ceiling. So apparently on the ceiling of this room, we did a name symbol for our client. She's called Sally, so we decided to do an S, which flows like a curve. It's like an S, not like an S, actually it's an S. We did for an initial letter for her name, Sally. So Sally wanted something nice. We achieved it from the ceiling and onto the bed. We gave them what they wanted. Now, funny thing from the previous video, on the before videos, this is where we started our video from. This is where we used to have our old office, where our client used to host his guests and private people whenever he didn't want to access the common spaces. So we did a window. We introduced a window. We blocked the previous door that was here. We did this new provision for the window, and now it is our new master. Some of the features that we included on this design was we introduced a wall. We introduced a wall on this end. Now, this wall is what separated our washroom from the main bedroom area. Now, in order to utilize this space well, we had to introduce this cabinet storage on this wall, so that now we remain with this entire space. As I walk you through, kindly follow me and we unveil the masterpiece of this home. So basically this is a double vanity, and it's basically his and hers type of a setup. So what we did was trying to create more space for these people. If they wanted to brush their teeth simultaneously, they could easily enjoy this space. And again, if the lady is doing her preparation, the man can also be doing his own preparation on this other end. Now, we also introduced this corner unit. This is basically a shower cubicle, quite spacious. It measures 1 meter by 1.2, quite spacious, and it can fit basically 2 people. So we made the glass, we made it a frameless, we did a frameless glass. We made sure that we do something frameless, something modern, something unique, something that hasn't been done in a lot of projects. So this kind of a setup really worked so well for them. And then again, just to emphasize on the fittings, we did a black faucets for the shower and also for the other rooms. So basically, another mirror setup right here, just to expand the space. So this mirror, we basically just use it to expand the space. And also, as we conclude and finish up, the ceiling design, very simple for the bathroom areas. So I believe the client is going to enjoy this space. So as we wind up this video, some of the things that I'd like you to note from the previous video, which was the before video, is that we did some wall painting, which is what you see right now. Number 2, we demolished all the flooring that was there before, and you'll see from the videos that we did this new tiling. Number 3, we did entire gypsum design. We demolished the old chipboards that were there, and we did this amazing lighting on the gypsum ceiling, which now brought in the new ambience. Another thing that we did as well was we expanded some walls and we demolished some walls just to make some spaces bigger and better. So basically this is just a farmhouse in the outskirts of Njoro, near Njoro Cave. If you like to take a view, or if you like to book this space for a short-term stay, our client is very open for such kind of an idea. So you should feel free to visit this space and check out for yourself if whatever we promised our client, it's whatever we delivered. So I believe we did our part, and even the client can testify that we did that. So as we proceed on to our dining area, there's something small that we might have left it out. Now, part of the idea expanding this space was to add these mirror features. Basically it was just a normal wainscoting, then we introduced these mirrors, which now made the space look bigger, and you can see for yourself that the reflection that you get for our common space, which is the lounge, is being reflected on these mirrors stroke the dining. So when you're seated on the dining, you can see yourself on the mirrors, and you can see the rest of the people who are sitting on the lounge area. So this is also another unique feature that normally it is good to incorporate as a designer when you're doing designs for your clients. So this is something to note. I guess that's it.
Huyu ataleta hiyo kwa zile za mwisho zinaitwa
hizo cuts zake.
Namwona. Okay. Unasemaje?
Iko tu sawa. So as we wind up, today I was doing the videos on behalf of my senior designer, she's the owner of Interiors by Compliment. So I was standing on her behalf. She wasn't so much prepared, you can see from her hair.
Really?
But she was doing final touches on this entire design. So let her say something. We said that she cannot miss on the video. So kindly conclude on the video what you feel about the project.
Yeah, we are excited tonight. We are in Egerton, Njoro, Nakuru County. We came here, we've been here for about a month, and it has not been easy. We've been trying to run so fast to meet the deadline because what we came to do here was way too much. It will have consumed like 2 months, but now here we are, like the way you are seeing me right now. Yeah, we are trying to wrap up very quickly because my client is coming in tomorrow for a house handover. They want to fill the house, and they are coming a long way from the diaspora. And we are happy because this time around, this project is a very different thing. It was a remodeling of an old house. Actually, this house is like 4 years old, but the client wasn't very comfortable with it because it was built while he was away. This was a referral from our very own beloved client who has been giving us a lot of referrals after we did for her makeover in her house. So we are so happy to be associated with them, and here we are. We've wrapped up the project. Jimmy is our interior architect, and he's done quite a lot here. That's why he took over the project to do the presentation. But in the beginning, you saw me when we were beginning this project. I did the introduction of whatever we had come to do here. So here we are wrapping up. We are packing our bags. Tomorrow we are out of this place to the next project. And Jimmy, thank you so much. You've done a very good job. Keep it up. Okay?
Thank you.
Keep it up, keep it up. So now, here we are. Like this video, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And our clients locally, we need you so much. Keep making those calls. Keep calling for new appointments, consultations. Keep sending your comments on YouTube. And our clients in diaspora, thank you so much. We love you, we love you, we love you so big. This is another diaspora client, and this is our Mheshimiwa. Yeah, we won't say who his name is, but he's our Mheshimiwa from this side of Njoro, and we are so happy. Guys, send us your calls, support us on this journey. I'm here. Don't mind about the way I'm looking like right now. I'm just wrapping up everything. There's so much that we are trying to clear tonight. We've been working late hours until midnight and above. So I'm here. I'm still also trying to keep with time to finish, because tomorrow 8 o'clock is handover. Otherwise, right now, bye from us. See you.
Bye.
Ilikuwa kwa umefanya kazi mzuri, lakini hiyo ni video itachukua 3 hours ama
iko na cuts nyingi sana.
Iko na cuts mob. Ulikuwa umekaa kwa hii video tu fanya summary mbio.
Ni kujaribu.
Nataka clients walale wakiwatch video.
No problem.
Wadoze.
Anyway guys, meet you next time.
See you.